I'm often asked about recipes that are gentle on the digestive tract, gentle on sensitive stomachs. So this is a homemade gentle dog food recipe. Keep in mind that it is made with venison, which is a protein source that isn't commonly used. A lot of times dogs with food sensitivities or digestive tract issues have trouble with protein sources that are more common, like chicken and beef. Also, fattier protein sources sometimes cause issues and digestive upset. If for some reason your dog has an issue with venison, you could certainly swap to a different type of protein source, but that's what I use for this one because typically most dogs do very well if venison is the main source of protein in their diet. If you frequently watch my homemade dog food recipe videos, you know how much I love using my slow cooker to make homemade dog food. As the slow cooker slogan goes, I can just set it and forget it instead of having to tend food that's on the stove top or in the oven. So this is my gentle dog food recipe that I make in the slow cooker. I'm going to start with 1 pound of venison, and I have this chopped into pieces appropriately sized for our chocolate lab. She's the one that will be eating it. If you have a smaller breed, you're going to want to cut it into pieces appropriately sized for them. I also have 2 cups of chopped sweet potatoes. And I leave the skin right on those. You don't have to if you don't want to, but 1, it saves time, and 2, there's some added nutrients in the skin that I like to leave on there. And then I also have a tablespoon of dried rosemary that I'm going to sprinkle around in there. I'm going to add 6 cups of water. And then I am going to put the cover on and let this cook on low for 4 hours. It has been 4 hours, and you can see that my dog food mixture looks great so far. Now I'm going to add some frozen vegetables, and I have an 8-ounce bag of broccoli, cauliflower, and carrot mix. So I'm going to add those frozen vegetables right in and just stir them around. The heat from the dog food that's already been cooked is going to heat the vegetables. So I'm not even going to cook it any longer. I'm just going to let it sit until it's cooled, and that will allow the vegetables plenty of time to heat and thaw. Also, once it's cooled, I'm going to add in a 1/2 cup of canned pumpkin. You want to make sure that you get 100% pumpkin. You don't want the pumpkin pie filling that has added sugar and ingredients that your dog doesn't need. So make sure it's 100% pumpkin. You can add that and stir it in once the food has cooled, and then you can serve it to your pet. Here is my homemade gentle dog food after I added that 1/2 cup of pumpkin and let it cool down. You can tell that our chocolate lab, Sadie, really enjoys this food. I recommend feeding a 1/2 cup for every 25 pounds of body weight. So for example, Sadie is 75 pounds, so she eats 1.5 cups per serving, and that's for 2 servings a day. So she eats 1.5 cups in the morning and 1.5 cups in the evening. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. Thank you for watching this video recipe.